We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie.
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
And he's Grogu. So thankful to be here and to have normal Mike. This is normal Mike week.
Yes.
Hey.
And
And
I'm
we're
happy about it.
and he's happy, Sophie's happy. Brenda just rolls with it. It doesn't matter to her. She sees all sides of Mike, so it doesn't matter. Um, and we're on the road with Mickey. This is episode 210 for March 11th, 2024. And our feature topic this week is kind of a series. These aren't going to be every week, of course, because that would be monotonous, I think.
Yeah.
But this week is the ABCs of Disney, things we like at Disney that start with the letter M. And we chose M because there are 0 things that start with the letter M at Disney. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, absolutely. This is going to be a very short
Right.
episode.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
fairly
basically, we're going to have a little bit of cheddar and we'll sign off. So,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
not like mouse starts with M.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, first, though, we have some cheddar from the big cheese. And Brenda, you start us off.
All right. Well, for the first time since COVID, reservations are now able to be made for 1900 Park Fair. The restaurant reopens on April 10th, as reported a while back, and there's now a great post up with the 1900 Park Fair foodie guide. So
Yeah.
there's a link to it in the show notes if you'd like to see.
Yep.
Yes, I'm going to interject with the guests that I have going that could have booked 1900 Park Fair, and my feedback that I have been getting, including myself, are not happy with the change of the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, to not have Mary Poppins at 1900 Park Fair is just bizarre. And aside from some people, other people really liked the camaraderie with the whole sisters thing against Cinderella kind of thing, that how they were funny. And so I don't know. I'm wondering, I did go to just see about it being booked up, and it is booked up for like the days it can be booked for. So other people are at least giving it a try. But as far as my guests go, they're really wishing that, the original characters were coming back.
Yeah. And
What have you heard? Have you heard stuff too?
I have not, but what's interesting to me is, of course, we've only been at 1900 Park Fair that one time, and that was evening with stepsisters and stepmother and Cinderella and the Prince and all that.
Oh, so you didn't have Mary
So
Poppins.
we never had, and when we were looking at it for breakfast, it wasn't Mary Poppins, it was Alice in Wonderland.
She was there too, the Mad Hatter, Mary Poppins. Yes.
So I never knew it with Mary Poppins. So
well.
So I'm not missing anything. And
Okay.
I think there may be a subset that are like that, maybe.
Or new timers, new first timers, yeah. So I was just interjecting that. I'm wondering what our listeners that are like veterans of Walt Disney World, what their thoughts are on the new.
Yeah, I'd be curious too. So let us know, guys, what your thoughts are.
Personally, I think that the characters that are currently at 1900 Park Fair, or will be at 1900 Park Fair, I think they're not very in tune with the theme of the restaurant.
Exactly.
I still prefer them to the stepsisters, because the one time we ate there was with the stepsisters and Cinderella and Lady Tremaine and Prince Charming. Those stepsisters made me cry. So
we had a lot of fun with them and my boys. They're flirty. They're flirty, and my boys were teens, so
yeah.
They're much older now.
Maybe it's for the boys that they're good.
Maybe. Anyway, well, coming to Disney Cruise Line in 2025, we have a return of Marvel Day at Sea. This event is on select 5-night sailings from Fort Lauderdale to either the Bahamas or Western Caribbean sailings. And if you are on one of the cruises, you can expect to see as many as 30 different Marvel characters
Fabo.
on board the ship. And I'm like, whoa.
That's
And I'm
fabulous.
thinking, Brenda, I probably should have given that cheddar to you. But anyway, I know how much the
I
park
love
fare.
Marvel.
So,
Yeah.
so anyway, I took that one. But I think that would be really neat. And there was a picture on a blog post I saw that had like all the characters, on the main deck area where they do the sail away party and everything like that. And I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of characters.
That's
Yeah.
fabulous.
So, all right,
Well.
Sophie.
Well, I appreciate you for taking the Marvel Day at Sea one, Daddy, because that means you left the best one for me, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure everyone here knows and loves Star Tours, the Star Wars ride that is not in Galaxy's Edge. And unfortunately, this one has been forgotten for a while now, but it will be forgotten no more because coming April 5th to Hollywood Studios, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris, Star Tours is getting an update and will be incorporating new adventures with our friends Ahsoka, Cassian Andor, and The Mandalorian. And that is very exciting for me and for Grogu, obviously.
Mhm.
So,
Grogu has not stopped talking about it, Brenda.
oh
Oh
yeah,
my
you can
gosh.
hear him now if you
I
listen
bet.
very closely.
I bet all night long he's
Yep.
been chattering about that. And the
I'm
pictures
like,
look awesome.
Grogu, go to bed.
Shush, Daddy. He's excited.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But, he's got the life of River. He doesn't have to wake up and go to work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
you're
that's
right,
true.
but at the same time, River has never been hunted by the Empire.
That's true
That's
too.
true. But if they were found out where he was, every member of the Empire would want him to be their dog.
For sure.
I mean,
What
it's
can I
just a
say?
given.
I'm just blessed.
Yeah, we all are. We all are. Anyway, that is our cheddar from the big cheese. And now it is time to get into our feature topic, the ABCs of Disney. Things we like at Disney that start with the letter M. And
Yay.
we originally were going to do, I had it down as B, S, and M. B for Brenda, S for Sophie, M for Mike. And we thought that might be just a little crazy. So
A little bit.
we just,
Oh, I was thinking it's because of the whole BS thing. That's why I was like, let's not do that.
Well, our listeners know about the BS thing.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, so we're sticking with M. And you're
Right.
going to take it and be happy, people.
Yes.
More
So,
Don't
BS.
worry. Get to the other
Yeah.
laters in a
or
few
you're going to
25
skip over to
episodes.
WDW Radio. Go right ahead. Whichever floats your boat. Anyway, Brenda, it's your week to start us off. So we're just kind of giving you some things that are things at Disney. It can be characters, it can be attractions, it can be rides, food. I mean,
Anything that starts with M.
anything that starts with M and
Alright.
whatever we like. And so come up with your own list and let us know what your list of M character or M things is. So, Brenda, start us off so we know what we're doing.
Well, okay. I'm going to start off with my first M. I'm saving 2 M's for my family, Mike and Sophie, because I know that they will fill in the gap. I'm starting with Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
An
Yes.
awesome choice.
Magic
and
Kingdom.
you know what? When we do K, we can say that magical kingdom.
I feel like that
No,
might be a little
that's a
bit
stretch.
cheaty.
That's a stretch. We have to stick to starting with the letter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You
That's
know,
Okay.
what I'm doing.
Sophie and I will have issues if we don't stick with.
Yeah, because there's so many things
We
to
are rule
decide.
followers here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes,
All
M is for the Magic Kingdom.
All
Yay.
right.
And you love the Magic Kingdom. Everyone loves the Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Absolutely, we do.
Yes, we do. And
And Mike, everyone loves what you're going to say too, I know.
yeah, of course. I mean, everyone loves Mickey Mouse.
That's right. We love Mickey Mouse around here.
So this is like a really easy show because there's actually no preparation needed.
Yeah, it's literally just, the alphabet, Disney, put them together.
Yeah.
And you
This
got the
picture,
perfect mix.
my background is from the 40th anniversary parade.
Yay,
And
we
that
were
was
there.
Mickey and his friend. I'm not going to say her name
Uh-uh.
in case Sophie wants to say it.
Uh-huh.
Now, Daddy, since when did I ever choose the easy way out of things?
Exactly.
M is for the monorail.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
She skipped it. She skipped over it.
It's okay.
Right.
I gotta give you guys some low-hanging fruit.
Yep. Monorail's a great one. Why do you love the monorail?
I love a lot of things at Disney, let's be clear, but the monorail is a technological feat that I am just like, why don't we have this in the real world? This would do so well in the
That's
real
true.
world.
That's true.
Because it's a two-way track. Like, sure, it only goes one way normally, but it has two fronts. It does not have two backs. It has two fronts. So if it needed to, it could go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't actually remember this, but I remember the stories my parents would tell me. There was a point in time where we got to ride in the front or the other front of the monorail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That's right.
a one-time thing. They don't do it anymore, but it was so awesome because
Yeah, absolutely.
that's like something that not everybody gets to do.
That's right. And no one gets
we
to
never
do it now.
did it. Yeah, and we never did it at Disney World, but we did do it at Disneyland when we were there for 2013. In 2013, we rode it in the front at Disneyland.
Fun.
That
I
was
thought
fun.
we did it at Disney World. Never mind.
Well, no, I don't think, unless I've forgotten, I don't think we did. Maybe I'm wrong. Ask Mommy after the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking
Still
of which,
fun.
M is for Mommy. All right, Aunt Brenda, your
Brenda.
turn.
All right, I'm going to start it and then y'all can help me out by joining in. Ready? I'm walking right down the middle of
Main Street.
USA. Yep, Main Street, USA. That's number 2 on my list because there's just nothing like the feeling when you get there and you're finally back on Main Street, US, or there for your first time. There's no feeling like it to me. I think to a lot of people.
You're absolutely
you're
right.
absolutely right. And that is like one of the big memories. My first trip, the first trip, 1979, Main Street was my, like, that's the everlasting memory from that trip. Was Main Street,
Yeah, so nice. So different from everything that we knew at home. So welcoming, and it's like being in another world almost.
Yeah.
It was another world. It totally was.
It was Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sophie, since
Daddy,
you're doing
it's your
such a
turn.
good job, of typing, I am going to stop stepping over your toes, and I'm just going to leave it with you to type them in.
Yeah, sorry about that, Daddy.
We have our show notes, and I'm
We're
typing
them
names,
in
and
as
Sophie
we
typing
go.
names, and then we're just like,
And it
everyone's
just
like,
turns into a main street USA.
it's just a mess. So I'm gonna step away from the keyboard.
Sorry.
Well, it's a good thing
No,
because
it's
it's your
all good.
turn.
So
Yeah, it's your turn,
you
Daddy.
know what? I was trying to find a picture because Sophie, mommy says that I have a secret girlfriend at Disney, and it would be Minnie Mouse.
Mm,
Because um, when we were pregnant with Sophie, Brenda, we had long weekend. I think it was MLK birthday weekend, and we said, "Hey, let's go down to the parks." And so we went down and spent a couple of days. And of course, Cindy's pregnant; she couldn't ride any roller coasters, so we rode the kiddie rides and we ate our way through Disney and have a blood
that's
pudding.
right.
And one place we ate was Liberty Tree Tavern, which of course we all love. And back then had the characters, and there was Minnie Mouse dressed up in her
Colonial
revolutionary
time.
colonial time
Yeah,
garb. And it's so cute. And
it is
she
so
came
cute
to
with the
our
little hat.
table, and mommy took my picture with Minnie Mouse, and she said that was my girlfriend.
Sweet.
And I can't find that picture, but
I
I
do
do.
remember a picture of Minnie Mouse in colonial wear.
So cute. So cute. God,
But
I miss that.
I do have this picture because I'm going to say Minnie Mouse. And I do have this picture I'll share of
Oh,
Oh, that's so
little
cute.
Sophie. Such a
If you're
little
not watching
picture.
us on
Oh my
YouTube, you're
god.
missing it.
And it says, and Sophie made that shirt at the t-shirt store in downtown Disney at the time. And
Sweet.
she wore it to our Mickey's Backyard Barbecue dinner. And Minnie Mouse saw herself on Sophie's t-shirt and had like, oh my gosh, that's me. And
oh,
it was so cool. It's like those are the memories, you know. That's why we
Yes.
talk Disney, because those are the memories that we make.
That's so
But
sweet.
yeah, that is an adorable picture, Sophie.
Very cute. Very cute.
So
yeah.
Minnie Mouse. There you
All
go.
right.
That's my second one.
It's a good one.
That's a
What
very
about you,
good
Sophie?
one. M is for Mary Poppins.
Yes, it
There you go.
is. Indeed.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. I love that song. I
Me
love
too.
that movie.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
wonderful.
you do such a good job singing, Sophie.
Yes, you do.
I was singing in my heart because I knew if I sung out loud, it would be atrocious.
You're so bad.
Oh.
So thank you
Your
for
turn, Aunt
singing,
Brenda.
Sophie.
My turn. I'm
Yes.
going to go with mountains.
Ooh.
Mountains like Space
Plural.
Mountain, like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and like Everest, Expedition Everest. I'm going to go with the mountains because you have the best mountains at Walt Disney World.
You're right. A mine train.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Does the Matterhorn Mountain rank
It
in your book?
sure does.
But
The
do
only-
you like it?
I like the idea of the ride, and when I was young, I liked the ride more, but it's too jerky now with my it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hard
like
to
it
sit
either.
on a bench. It's hard to sit on bleachers. It's hard to ride the Matterhorn.
Yeah. No, I love the Matterhorn. It's a good ride,
Yeah.
but dang if it doesn't make my butt feel numb when I'm done riding
Yes.
it.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Oh, my poor tailbone.
And I'm going to go ahead and scratch Matterhorn off my list now because we kind of covered that, and that's another good
That
mountain.
one counts in the mountains category. It's not on my list.
Yes.
But you know who is on my list? And so
Who's on
far,
your list?
I am character jiving
Yeah,
here
you
because
are.
next on my list is Merida.
Of course.
Oh, Mommy's
Yes,
gonna
the
be so
spicy
happy
redhead.
about that.
I love Merida. She is
Yep.
my favorite
For
princess now.
clarification, my mother's hair was red when she was younger.
Mhm.
Red and very, very curly, so I think we all know exactly why Merida is a favorite in this family.
Yep.
She's
So.
also a little feisty.
Yeah.
My mother was too.
Still is sometimes. So yeah.
Merida's
so
a
Merida.
great choice. Yes.
I like Merida. She's awesome.
Yes.
That is
All
a good
right.
one, Daddy.
There goes
I feel like
Sophie.
Grogu's been trying to whisper something in my ear since
Oh.
the start of the episode. So
Oh,
for Grogu, M is for the Mandalorian,
There you
nice.
go.
which
Nice.
technically, if I wanted to be a real nerd, I would have waited until we had our episode about the letter D and would have said his name is Din Djarin because both of his initials are D. So technically, I could talk about him again then. But
You can.
Yeah, you can. And
yeah,
by then we'll have forgotten, or we could wait till the T and do it again and say the Mandalorian.
we are not doing that. That would be an abuse of the system because there are
Oh,
so many
okay.
things at Disney World that start with the, like the Matterhorn, the Magic Kingdom, the Mandalorian. But yes, Grogu was being impatient, so M is for Mandalorians.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Well, I'm going to go with a ride. Mickey and
Ooh,
Minnie's Runaway Railway, to be exact.
that is a good ride.
It is so
That
good,
is a
isn't it?
great ride.
Oh, it's so good. Love it so much.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
That's my mom's favorite part of that ride.
It's the best part.
Uh-huh.
It's so cute.
With
And it's
Daisy.
unexpected.
Yeah. It is. And the first time I did, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
The point to making sure you don't get thrown around is you have to embrace it. You have to start congaing in the seat.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. You got to go with it.
So I'm not going to take one that Sophie mentioned last night. I'm going to take one that Cindy mentioned.
I mentioned
And
so many last night. Take as
right.
many as you want.
Well, I'm going to take Mickey's Premium Ice Cream Bar.
Ah, he's going
Ooh,
for
a
the
good
food.
one.
Oh,
Yep.
going for the food. Yum.
You know, on the
Yeah.
cruise, I had twice at our rotational dining, I had Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bars as my desserts.
Heck
Hey,
yeah. I
don't
had it for my midnight snack with my cookies.
don't fix what ain't broken.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Now I want a Mickey's Premium Ice Cream Bar.
Yep. I know that feeling. All right. Sophie?
Hang on, I need to think again.
Brain
'Cause there-
freeze from the ice cream.
Yeah.
Got to put your tongue to your roof of your mouth.
Okay, here we go. I actually did put my tongue to the roof of my mouth, but M is for Mirabelle Madrigal.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I love Encanto, but I
Mhm.
couldn't get away with Encanto because that one doesn't even have any M's in it except for the family Madrigal.
Madrigal.
That's
Yep.
right.
So in order to talk about that, we're going with Mirabelle. Mirabelle is an amazing character. I don't care what anybody says, which they don't say much about her because she is a great character and everyone knows that. She's
That's a great
also a lot like me, I think, because we're both sort of awkward. We both really love our family, we love our friends, but at the same time, she and I actually do struggle with a couple of the same things. I can think of many teenage girls who do, in fact, struggle with that. And so she's realistic, but
Yeah.
she's also a very good character. She has just enough fantasy to her. And so that's why I love her so much.
That's a great
Good
description.
choice. All right, Brenda.
Ooh, it's me again. I am going to go with Mickey's PhilharMagic. I love that show.
Mhm.
We all
That-
love that show.
Of
We
course.
sure do.
It's so great. I mean, the way they do it, and it's so seamless. And I mean, when Coco came out and they shut that ride down just for a few days and incorporated it, you can't tell it was never part of the everything they do is
Exactly.
ridiculously well done. I mean, just
Yeah.
magical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
a wonderful It's a wonderful show, and they incorporated it so well. If you had seen it before, you'd almost think, was that always there?
Yeah. So well done. Such a
Exactly.
great show. Don't miss it when you're there, people. It's a
Don't
really
miss
good
it.
one.
No.
Especially go in the heat of the day. It's a great thing to do in the heat of the day. Just a tip.
All
right.
right. So it's my turn.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
your turn.
I'm actually pulling up in my memory banks a show that is no more at
Aw.
Disneyland.
Oh.
And I really, really liked this show. And that show was Mickey and the Magical Map.
Oh my
Ah.
Do you
gosh,
remember
it's
that
not
one?
there anymore?
No, it hasn't been there in a year or two at least,
Oh
maybe
my
COVID.
gosh.
Yeah.
But it was such a good show, and it was so neat, and it was so well done. And it was like a mashup of characters and animation and visual and special effects that you would see on the screens and everything. So it just kind of all worked together. It was really good.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one.
that is one I wish they would bring back.
Yes.
All right. Sophie, what do you have for us?
All right. M is for Monsters, Inc.
Oh yeah.
And that guy.
Yes, and the laugh floor, but I was talking about both the show and the movie, because I'm telling you right now, my parents, they refuse to believe me on this, but when I was a little girl, like a baby, they took me to the theaters to see a movie, and it was my first movie ever, and they don't remember what movie it was, but they said it was a Disney movie. Well, I went and did some research, and I'm like, let's see here. I was born in 2001. What would be the first Disney movie that came out after I was born, or around the time that I should be old enough to go to a movie theater? Well, I did my research, and that movie turned out to be Monsters, Inc. It came out in like December of 2001.
But that's not the one we took you to, because I would have remembered that.
Then what movie did you take me to? Because you don't remember.
I want to say it was, I don't remember, but I want to say it was something the on the line of like what's the one that took place in like the Aztecs or Mayan culture or whatever.
Road to El Dorado? That's a DreamWorks
Treasure
movie.
Planet?
That's no, not Treasure Planet. Road to El Dorado, I think, um is the one that Mommy and I first saw in our first movie, first date.
Yeah, that one
But I
came out in
want to
2000.
I know it wasn't Monsters Inc. though, Sophie. So, but
Well,
trying to
until you,
unlock this brain sometime. I know it was not Monsters Inc. Positive.
until you prove me otherwise, I'm going to continue to believe it was Monsters Inc.
Okay, so I got to
This
figure
is
that
why
out.
it's so important to take pictures. We
Yeah.
can look back on them and know what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Monsters Inc. Even if it's not your first movie, because you fell asleep in the movie anyway, because you were in your carrier.
Yeah.
It was still a good movie, and it's still a great choice for this episode. So good choice, Sophie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Brenda.
I'm back. I'm going to go with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party because it's one of my
Oh,
favorite
that's a
annual
good one.
events.
That is a good one.
So much fun.
That
Really
one is
good.
a very good
time.
one.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
What about
let's
you,
see
Mike?
here.
What do you have coming down the pipe, Mike?
It's funny that you should say down the pike, because Pike is short for turnpike, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, next on my list is Mac from Cars. And I'm like, who knows better about driving on a highway than Mac?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Mac from Cars is on my list.
All right. That's great.
All right. So Mac, and yours was, I'm trying to remember yours really quick because I got
put it in.
sidetracked.
I'll put it
Thank
in.
you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. All right. M is for magic carpets
Yeah,
Yeah.
Magic Carpets of
from
Aladdin. Fun.
Aladdin. Both
Yeah.
the ride and the movie, though the movie is better than the ride, but the ride is still good because it's that same sort of feeling as Dumbo and the Triceratops spin,
Mhm.
and technically the Astro Orbiter, but the Astro Orbiter is not quite as good as the others.
Boo
And
hiss.
yeah.
I know. Brenda is saving that one for when we do the letter A.
Oh, yeah.
Because she will just like that'll be her first one.
I'm opinionated about it. You could say that. You could say that.
You know what? You have every right. You're putting your money into your vacation. You can choose which rides you want to like and which ones you don't.
Yeah.
Good thing.
And I'm in the same boat as you, Brenda. I'm not a fan of the Astro Orbiter anymore. You know, it
No.
had its season, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So, Brenda, is it your turn or is it my turn?
Oh my goodness. It
It's
is
Brenda's
okay.
turn.
So she said magic carpet. So it's my turn actually. I'm going to
Yes.
go with. I'm going to go with meet and greets. Meet and greets are everywhere around the park. They are just awesome. That's like a kid's biggest dream is to meet their favorite characters, and it's just so much joy to watch them meet them. It's so much fun to just sit on a bench and watch it.
You're right. You're
Love
right.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Meet and greets are a fun thing,
Yes, for
you
sure.
know? And that's like this picture. Hang on. Side note, sidetrack.
Is this the one with Goofy in it?
No.
I
This is
like
not
the
a
Goofy.
picture. It's not a picture of you, Sophie.
Oh. Well, I was gonna say of all the pictures of me with the characters, I like the one with Goofy the best.
Sweet.
Yeah, because I had my hair in pigtails. So when he saw
Oh,
my hair,
yeah.
he went like that, and I went like that.
So
And-
cute.
Yeah. I love that picture too. But I
I
love
love the
this
one with
picture.
you at Snow White with Snow White when the first time
Aw.
I met y'all in person, Sophie, and you took the picture there in Germany with Snow White. I
Oh,
love that one.
Stephanie. I love this picture. This is my phone wallpaper now.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh, yes, that
That
one.
is like top dog. That is
Yes.
like
That is
one
top
of the
tier.
top tier photos.
Certainly.
Yes, for sure. The forever awesome photo. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Two of
Yeah.
the prettiest girls in the world.
That's
Yeah.
right. You got to watch us on YouTube so you can see these great photos. They're awesome.
Yes.
So my next is, it's kind of impossible for there not to be a lot of Mickey things,
Sure.
Yeah.
just because it is what it is.
Yeah.
But my next letter M is Mickey's Toontown.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love Toontown. I mean,
Yeah.
and I loved Toontown Fair. And then when we saw Toontown at
It was
Disneyland,
like
I'm
even
like,
better.
it's Toontown Fair on steroids. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's not just touring the houses and I mean so much, and it was so neat and still is. And so Mickey's Toontown, that's on my list.
Yeah. That's a great thing for kids to see where Mickey and Minnie live and all that. And
Huh?
yeah,
And
they don't get to see that at
Donald's
Walt Disney World
and
anymore. They
Donald's
just know they're at the park.
tugboat and Chippendale's tree and Goofy's gas station, and they have some of the best ice cream back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it's
indeed
Clarabelle
do.
Cow's ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Can't go wrong with that.
Nope. That sounds great. What about you, Sophie? What do you have coming up?
All right, I got 2 more, and then I think I'm done. So this is my next one. M is for the Muppets.
There you
Oh,
go.
good one.
We have barely talked about Hollywood studios in this episode, although I
Yeah.
think I kind of got at it with The Mandalorian, but not really. So the M is for the Muppet Vision. I
Very good.
love that show. I love the Muppets in general. Jim Henson was a genius for what he did. And
Mhm.
it's a timeless thing. Like, people are constantly saying, oh, the Muppets are old. The Muppets may be old, but they are classic. You cannot do better than them.
Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah.
choice, Sophie.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. Yep, that's great.
All right.
I'm gonna skip to food now.
A good idea.
My true calling. I'm gonna start with my favorite Disneyland treat, and that is the Matterhorn macaroon. And it is a coconut macaroon with this mound of like white chocolate icing to look like the Matterhorn, and then it's sprinkled with all this sugary stuff on top, and it's so good. It is so good.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very good.
So there is something Matterhorn that's worth trying out.
Definitely. Definitely worth trying. And you
Definitely.
can get it at the Jolly Holiday Bakery, and it's worth it. It's if I could go and get a 6-pack of them, I would do that right now. Bring them home. They're so good.
So
Okay.
I am switching to movies,
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
and I am talking about the movie Moana, which of course has the character Moana
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
has the character Maui. So I'm going to call all
Yeah.
3 of them in one
There
line.
you go. Good job.
Oh, shoot. I actually have another one after this one.
All right.
Good.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
All right. M is for Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexican Pavilion, the Mexico Pavilion.
Of
Yep.
all the pavilions in World Showcase and Epcot, with the exception being America and France now, those 2 plus the Mexico Pavilion are like the crown jewels of World Showcase. And of course, Mexico is amazing because it's right by the entrance from Future World, so you don't even need to walk that far to it. But the fact of the matter is when I was very little and we would walk past Mexico, I would look up at it and be like, do I have to climb all those stairs just to get into it? And that immediately turned me away from it because it's such an impressive building, and it's actually a replica of one of the temples that they found in Tenochtitlan, which is obviously in Mexico. But now that I'm older, 1, I learned that I'm not meant to climb up those stairs, nor am I allowed to do so, so that's good. 2, inside the pavilion is even more pretty than outside. And 3, I'm a history buff, so anything that has to do with history, Civil War, and previous, I absolutely love that.
Cool.
That's great. That's a great choice.
Yes.
All right. Great choice. Well, I'm going to stick with food.
A good
Okay.
idea.
I'm going to keep sticking with food for a little while. I'm going to go over to Via Napoli because we love it. And I'm going to order the mezzo pizza. And the way we get the mezzo pizza now is we get it half quattro formaggi, which is the white pizza that I can eat, and then half pepperoni, which everyone else can eat. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it's about, let's see, it's kind of like an oval, and it's about 24 to 27 inches long. And it has like 32 pieces of pizza.
Nice.
So it's big enough for your whole family, which is why they call it the mezzo pizza. And it's
and you
so
eat 16
delicious.
pieces.
I eat a lot. I mean, like, I won't eat anything else that day because I'll eat that. So
Okay,
good.
how do you spell that really quick?
Just like you did.
Cool.
Yep.
All
Great,
right.
great food. Yummy. I love Via Napoli.
So, how long do you want to go, Brenda?
However long you want.
Again,
Okay.
I only have one more after this.
Okay.
Well, once it's my turn, this is my last one.
That's all right. I can narrow mine down to one more. Just tell me what to do.
Yeah. And then you know what? We'll each do the one more. So I got one. We'll do one. Sophie, this is your last one coming up.
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll talk about some of the ones we didn't list, didn't say.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm trying to decide which angle to play, and I think I'm going to play this angle, talking movies. So I am making a reference to Mulan.
Yes.
Ooh.
Do you prefer the animated Mulan or the live action Mulan?
I prefer the animated.
I think I do too.
Like the live action one is way better than people give it credit for. It's more culturally accurate, and I quite like the live action one. But the animated version is also culturally accurate to an extent, and it's just prettier. It's
And the
so much
music's better.
prettier.
And you have Mushu.
Yeah, and the cricket.
But I really love the live action Mulan. I literally was so surprised by how good it was. Like I wasn't expecting much,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought it was great. That's a great choice. Yep.
All right. Well,
Great
Sophie.
choice.
All right, my last one. This one is a tribute to an old ride that recently got, well, not recently, but got replaced. And it feels like just yesterday I was riding this ride and I adored it. And
I
I
know
am,
what it is. Yep.
yeah,
We know, Mike.
because I
I
already
don't.
have it
Yeah, you
written
do.
in my list.
What is
I'm
it?
talking about Maelstrom,
Yep.
a high
Oh,
Especially since
seas
Frozen took it over.
Norwegian adventure.
okay. Maelstrom. Yeah.
That was the first ride that I ever rode with Sophie. Remember, that was the first
Yeah.
ride we ever all rode together.
And
And I
Sophie
pointed out
pointed
that
out the.
that
And
little
Mickey
guy
here.
on the mural. Yeah,
Yes.
I love Maelstrom.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
Epcot. And while I
Yes.
get that they needed a few more rides for little kids, which is why they put in Frozen, I will miss Maelstrom until the day I die because
Yeah.
that ride was so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know what? I've not ridden the Frozen ride.
Oh,
I
really?
have. I
Really?
have ridden the Frozen ride. Most of the
Every year.
time,
Go ahead, baby.
oh, sorry, Daddy.
No.
Most of the time, Aunt Sheila and Jagan are like, come on, we gotta go ride Frozen. And I'm like, okay. Knowing I would rather be doing something else because I don't want to wait in that ridiculously long line. But we get into the line and we wait and we wait and we get this close away from the loading docks and the ride goes down.
Or it's time for dinner.
Or
Yeah.
it's
There
time
was
for
the
dinner.
time we were eating. That was Thanksgiving when we ate at Akershus, and we were, and you guys were in line, and they're like, "It's time for the party," and I'm like, "Oh, you all need to get out of line because it's
Uh-huh.
time to eat. It's time
That's
to
right.
work on some food."
Yep.
But every year I tell myself I'm going to ride Frozen, and every year something trumps it, and I just haven't, and it's
You
just
have to
crazy. And
ride it
part
to
of it
see what they've
to
done with
see
the
what's different. Yeah,
projection, how they've done the
yeah,
projection.
Yeah,
and part of it I think is because most of the time it is still an insanely popular ride.
it is.
Probably more so
It's the
because
only
of
Frozen
Frozen.
ride. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's the
you
only
got to get
Frozen
there
ride.
early, or you're not gonna, or you're gonna wait forever. So anyway,
That was a
um,
good choice, Sophie.
that
Yeah,
was
We all miss it.
we all did.
yeah.
Yeah.
So some additional ones that that I found online. It's some that Mommy mentioned, but she mentioned Mufasa. So
Oh.
that leads me to my great dad joke that we put in the group before, and Simba was walking too slow, so I told him to Mufasa. I got the eye roll, Brenda.
Simba, watch you move faster.
And then there is also Mowgli from the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Could have made the list. That's a good one.
Maleficent too.
Yep.
Maleficent, yeah. And Maximus from Tangled.
Yep.
Max,
Mushu.
not Max. Max is the dog from Little Mermaid. I was thinking Maurice from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Just a whole
Mushu.
list of Mushu. Yep.
Now there's another very important one we didn't put on the list, but it was my next one, and it's the Mad Tea Party, which was an original ride.
Oh, you're right.
Can't forget the Mad Tea Party, because that's
You're
one
right.
of those.
How did I get the magic carpets and not the Mad Tea Party? Oh.
Yeah. Mater.
Mater's
Back
so
to
cute.
Cars.
Mater's
Yeah.
Junkyard Jamboree is so much fun at Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mater's Junkyard Jamboree was the first ride that Sophie and Jagan ever rode together.
Oh, sweet.
The day
That's
we
so
met
much
them
fun.
at Disneyland in 2013. And
We even remembered exactly which tractor we had been riding behind. So the
Cute.
next time we went to Disneyland together, we were like, I remember our tractor. It had blue eyes. It was that one right there. Its mouth was open. It had blue eyes. Come on, we have to get that one.
yeah. So many good M words.
Yeah.
Bless her heart, Maudie from
Maudie.
from Brave,
Mhm.
who gets terrified.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is so funny.
Boys are her demons, basically.
Yes, indeed.
In my personal opinion, she should have known better than to hide that key there.
Oh yeah, absolutely should have known better than to hide that key there. If you don't remember where that there is,
Go watch the
Brave
movie.
again. We'll leave it at that.
Ugh.
But anyway, there's so many things that Disney just integrates into everywhere. So this will be like a series, different letters that will go on forever. So because
for 25 plus episodes.
I mean, each one is like there's so many things in each one.
Yeah.
So next one we'll do B for Brenda or S for Sophie. Maybe we'll draw straws.
Yeah.
Or
Just do S for Sophie.
but see, if we don't do B for Brenda, then we'll never talk about beignets.
Oh, we have
We'll
to talk
get
about
to
beignets.
B
Yeah.
for Brenda soon.
Yeah, we'll get to them all eventually. I mean,
Okay.
we've already done one. We just have 25 to go, and yeah.
Yeah. And we'll do this periodically. It won't be every week because that would get old, I think. But anyway, that is our feature topic. So it is time for this day in Disney history. Sophie, take it away, honey.
All right. Well, as we all know, it is March 11th, and I am taking us back to the ancient year of 1889. So
Ooh.
actually ancient this time. The California legislature divides Los Angeles County and creates Orange County, the future home of Disneyland, as a separate political entity. It is named for its most famous product, the orange.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense because Disneyland was built on orange groves.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Good history.
Yep.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Very good.
All right. Well, it is time to stump the Sophie. And I was telling Sophie and Brenda, sorry, hit my microphone. I was telling them that I'm going to do it a little differently.
Mhm.
I'm I'm going to kind of read a little bit and see if Sophie can figure out the character.
Nice.
So, maybe I'm not. I don't know. So this character is sometimes shy, sometimes bold, always clever, and it's an enchanted object.
Sometimes shy, sometimes bold, always clever, and an enchanted object. Is this Chip from Beauty and the Beast?
No, but that's a good guess. This character has lived for thousands of years somewhere.
Thousands. Ooh.
Thousands. And
It's the magic carpet.
Yes, it's the magic carpet.
And she said magic carpet is one of her M's. That's so appropriate. I love it.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
I chose magic carpet because of the subject, but I didn't know Sophie was going to throw the magic carpet as one of her M's.
That's cool.
We like carpet.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very good, Sophie.
Good job, Sophie.
Thank you.
So I don't know if that was any different. It feels different and feels not different.
It feels slightly different.
Yeah.
But it's still great.
Yeah. Yeah. But good job,
Just a
Sophie.
different way of saying the same clues.
Thank you.
So the magic carpet from Aladdin.
Nice job.
Well, good job, Sophie.
Thank
That
you.
takes us to a little bit of Walt, Brenda.
That's right. And you know what? Do you know why Walt Disney liked to do the impossible?
Because there's less
It's
competition.
kind of fun to do the impossible.
I like the impossible because there's less competition. That's right.
Because it's fun.
Yes.
I have, Sophie's getting it. I have my friend Carol at work gave it to me. It's kind of fun to do the impossible.
Yes, I have the same
backwards
sign.
for me. It's spelling it backwards for me. So I'm hoping that
It's
shows
correct,
the right
Sophie.
way.
Yes,
Okay,
it
good.
does.
Okay, good.
Yep.
All right.
But aside from being in the fun, he said there's less competition, and we know that's because who
People
was
want
trying to do what he was trying to do? My goodness gracious, he was so far above his time.
I'll put this back once we're done filming.
All right. Thank you, Sophie. But yeah, and it's people take the easy route.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why there's a lot more competition in the easy route than on the
Mhm.
impossible route.
That's
So,
right.
Yep.
All
he was
right.
a great man.
Yes, he was. So,
All right then.
well, that wraps us up.
Hey.
Next week, we are going to look at festivals because
It's
you know,
another food episode.
it's
We
a
love the
food
food.
episode. And
Food is
next week,
great.
we have Flower and Garden going on right now, Food and Wine coming up soon, Festival of the Arts. All those festivals have food because food is what makes us who we are. And really good food is worth celebrating. So next week, I want us to think back to all the food we've eaten at Disney and
Ooh.
specifically the festivals. Okay? Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, those sorts of things. And I want to know your top 5 festival foods, Brenda, and Sophie, your top 5 festival foods, and I'll give you my top 5 festival foods that maybe 10. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, top 5 festival foods. That's
Right.
our subject.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Sound fun?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay. Well, until then, we hope you all have a great week celebrating whatever it is that life is bringing you. Turn that frown upside down if you are sad. Try and put on a positive spin on it. But we hope to see you all next week. And until then, I'm Mike. That's Sophie. She's Brenda. And he's Grogu. And we will see you on the road.
road.
Bye.
Bye everyone.